Here's 18 hidden details in the Stranger Things Season 5 trailer. When we see the Netflix logo come on screen, you can clearly see that the root system from the Upside Down is in the background. But you can also see that the kids are still riding their bikes on this side like they have since the first season. While most of the gang is waiting at the radio station, we catch a glimpse of other citizens from Hawkins as they hide, which means that the happenings of the Upside Down and the Friends will finally be public and affect everyone. We see Will looking around a crowd, and he's seen grabbing the goosebumps on the back of his neck. And considering the fact that he has a connection to the Upside Down since the first season, it seems to be like a spidey sense for him. After the kids ride a bike past the military, we can get an overhead look at the town of Hawkins, and it looks as though the entire town's been quarantined and turned into a sort of a war zone. When Dustin goes to visit Eddie's grave, it's clear that the rest of the town still believes that he was behind the events of Season 4, like Chrissy Cunningham's death. As Dustin kneels next to the grave, you can see that he's still sporting the original Hellfire Club shirt. While Lucas is visiting Max in the hospital, it's clear that she's starting the season in her coma following the events and resurrection from Season 4. But Lucas seems to be even more in touch with his feelings for her. Two men in suits are seen using flamethrowers, and the thing they're shooting seems to represent the portal that we originally saw in Season 3 when the crew infiltrated the secret Russian base under the mall. 4 of the kids head to a spooky building, and this is the return of the Hawkins lab that was seen in Season 2 when Bob dies at the end of the season. When the original Friends gather at a picnic bench in the woods, you can see some of their classic tabletop and D&D dice and figures on the table next to the map, which ties into the very first season when all they wanted to do is play D&D, especially Will. As Eleven and Mike spend some time with each other, you can see that they've made their own tank for her to use like the tank they created in the school for her to connect. While in the Upside Down, we see one of our heroes leaping, and the creature reaching out for it is the Demogorgon, which was the first big baddie from the very first season. Next, we see Officer storming a room. This is where we get our first look at Linda Hamilton's character, who's named Dr. K. Inside of one of the facilities, we get a glimpse of demo dogs, which are the same creature that Dustin tried to raise in the AV club at school in earlier seasons. Right after that, we see that they're hunting Lucas, Max, and other people, and seeing how Max is still in a hospital gown, this confrontation might take place in the hospital's laundry room or kitchen. Towards the end of the trailer, we can see that Karen and Holly are involved this time around, as they hide in a tank of water that might be the same one that Eleven was using in an earlier shot. During the final montage, we can catch a glimpse of the kids running through a tunnel, and this is the Demogorgon hive that we saw them hunting one in earlier in the show. When we catch a glimpse of Eleven in the sunlight, she leaps onto a run-down bus. This shows just how much her powers have grown since her last showdown with Vecna.